JP,
I can't broadcasting yet.
you're broadcasting now.
Yeah,
Okay, my voice is not allowed to be shared yet, but do you have the comments on?
no.
Right, I was gonna plan on keeping it like my phone on silent and having the comments anyways.
All right.
Right, there we are.
Okay. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to JPTV, and welcome to a brand new season in the PSGL F3 Championship. And it was 6 weeks ago where we watched the finale of the F3 Championship on the 2017 game, and Flying Foam narrowly taking the victory in Kuala Lumpur away from Bay in that epic series finale. And now he's moved on to the F2 Championship, and we wish him good luck in that division. But it's going to be time for another chapter in the F3 Championship, and one thing is guaranteed: on the 16th of December, 2018, that is, there will be a new drivers champion, and a constructors champions. So, as ever, it's not only is it a new season in PSGL, it is a brand new game, and as ever, it divides opinion, whether it's a pad game or a wheel game, traction, no traction, and all that kind of rubbish. So yeah, Comaster's doing an awesome job as always. Um, but yeah, luckily with me, he's got more knowledge about this sort of stuff than I have. Is joining me in the commentary box tonight, and hopefully the rest of his season is Lickle, F5 commentator, F6 commentator, should I say? Yeah, it's going to get used to. And he was not only, sorry, I start again. He was actually fortunate enough to have the better version of the beta version of this game. So Lickle, um, you also had the game for quite a while. What's your thoughts about the game so far? I mean, who do you think it would benefit more? Would it be real users or pad users?
Well, beta, it was like completely different. Pad was undrivable. But then coming into this game on the 25th September, I think it was released, it seemed to prove pad was a lot more equal than the beta. One thing I do not like though is that the assists are quicker this game. If, for example, no ABS was quicker, I'd run no ABS, but because it's so much slower, um, it's just I have to run it. But yeah, initially I respect Codemasters for putting all the effort in for trying to bring out updates, which people don't realize what I'm thinking. So initially, I think it's a much better game than last game. Improvements will come, just got to be patient, and I think this game's got potential.
Okay, well, thanks for that. Traditional start to the calendar as it is in real life, Australia. And I think it's fair to say in the three races that we've had in PSGL so far this week, it has been a war of attrition. And a statistic that I recently discovered after last night, 14 out of the 49 drivers that have started this race, it started the three races, only finished. That was an incredible statistic. So yeah, Australia, I think, personally for me, is a bit of a death trap on this game. But sorry, not 14, 19. Sorry. Um, but yeah, it is. It's not good on it. I mean, I don't like it, but I'm sure people out there do like it. But anyway, so before I carry on with anything else, I will go through the brand new F3 grid for season 21 in the F3 Championship. So in the Mercedes team, we've got Reese alongside AMC Boogster. There's a couple of name changes that you might from last season. There's going to be familiar names, but and some name changes, but obviously people moved on as well. But anyway, yeah. In the Ferrari team, you've got Alice Killer and Matt 32575. And in the Red Bull, we've got Remco, an F1 former F1 champion, and he's going to be teaming up with JTEX. Um, did very well in the F5 last season, but yeah, so he's proved his worth that he can fight in this championship maybe. And then you got Adventures and Bugatti. That's a strong partnership in the Force India team. And then in the Williams, you've got Pavlovich and Alex 49488. And then in the Renault, it's onto the podium alongside FTRL Aaron. And the Toro Rosso, it's, I'm going to struggle to pronounce this, it's Fick Rogue, I believe. I don't know how that's pronounced,
Yeah.
but yeah, alongside another name that's going to be, I'm just going to call him Ross because it's so much easier. In the Haas AMD 1711 and alongside Grosbeer, and then it's FTR Panda and Chopper in the McLaren, and Parkway Drive, a PSGL veteran returning to PSGL this season in season 21, and he's going to be alongside Powley. So that is the runners and riders for season 21 in F3, and we've got 20 drivers here at the minute. So sorry, not 20, 18 drivers at the minute. So that's pretty good for the first race of this season. It's probably one of the highest attendances so far. So Lico, I think there's probably an obvious favourite for the championship. That is Bugatti. He is quick. Should probably be in the higher division, to be honest, but because of the times he can do, he can't race. But is there anyone in the F3 division you think you can challenge him?
Um, be a tough one. I say maybe some of the old F1 veterans, such as Parkway, Remco could possibly challenge, and another one I've got my money on is Matt 325. Going from the old F1 2017 game, I used to race with Matt quite often, and he definitely was a front runner in the leagues, or well, mid-pack the front runner in the leagues I was in with him, so definitely wouldn't count him out for championship if you had to choose one. Same with Alex, to be honest. Alex could be in that as well.
Okay, I've got a strange message saying that it's not currently broadcasting. I'll double check a minute.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm still going. That's cool. Yeah, I was just So yeah, happy days. So yeah, brand new qualifying format. It is an 18-minute qualifying session now, as opposed to the previous 12, um, which is good. But the only thing I would say a little bit of a negative about that is that if there will be a restart for any reason, it's going to make it a little bit longer. But apart from that, I like it. I like the fact that it's 18 minutes now. Gives you a bit more leeway in the in the strategy. It's got a word out there. So yeah, I'm trying to find the next person. The first person came out on track, which
Adventures.
I believe Adventures in the Force India, and I got the worst camera angle possible.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
Oh, you
going on
got the one
here.
with the gravel trap.
Yeah, yeah. He
It
was in
was
the gravel
off. He
trap.
went
He
off.
was he was actually in the gravel trap, so that's maybe why we're seeing it.
Embarrassing. Force India,
Uh,
clearly their brakes been stolen during the summer.
yeah.
No brakes.
Well, racing Force India now, as like to be called. Uh, so yeah, what sort of lap times are you expecting here, Lico?
Well, I've been in a practice session with Bugatti, and it's late in the obvious. I've seen him. He's done at 19.5, so definitely wouldn't count him out to be on poles. He's looking very strong in this game, so he's a big shot for pole position in my books. Maybe Matt could challenge him, but don't really see anyone else getting within the 10th and a half, 2/10 mark of him.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a very strong lap time if he achieves that. Interesting to see how it would compare to the F2 division tomorrow night. But anyway, perhaps Nickel, you're good at commentating on the laps. So actually, like to take us through adventures on the first final lap in the F3 Championship.
Happy will do. So, adventures after 7th gear, revving that out long, braking around 75 feet mark, taking it 5th gear, nice and neat from there, no invalids. Should really be aiming for about a 26.5 first second, 26.6, and looks like he's had no problems here. Slightly lock up on the front line, taking the 3rd gear through here, losing rear little on the grass, is going to compromise his run. Coming out turn 5 on that was, be careful on that curve second, easily spinning into the end of the first set, goes to get his lap time. Get the free didn't exactly get to see what he set, so I'm just going to check that real quick. He set a 26.7 first set up, so about 10th of it off what I think he said. Yeah, can you not hear? Can you not hear me on stream? My voice is on allowed to be shared. I don't know, but my voice. Can you hear me right, Jake? Because my voice is.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, I'll turn it up. I'll turn it up after this lap. I'm not sure if my volume's a bit low, but coming to the end of the lap now, looks fairly neat from Adventures, coming into the final corner now, drifting that, forcing the around. Coming up to the line, he's going to run out of ERS, going to lose a bit of boost. Coming up to the line, he says a 120.121.2. Average lap from Adventures. I'll just turn my mic for them up.
It's coming through on the phone okay, but I don't know. But yeah, I can hear you. But anyway, yeah, so, yeah, sorry about the sound issues, but Ross goes P1 with a 126 provisional, with 4 minutes of the session gone already, and Panda and McLaren's on the second fastest. Matt's retired already.
Oh my god. Right, my predicted pole, one of my predicted pole tickets is already out.
I don't know where that is, and that's what I really don't
Turn
like.
11 12. That's it. So front wing there, wheel off, second one is the yellow flag.
One for AMD, so I can find them. Oh no!
Oh, AMD's gone as well.
God, yeah, yeah, it's turns 11-12. It's claimed many victims over the past week in the 3 races we've had so far, and AMD very lucky. Oh god, he spun again. AMD very lucky to get away with a that retirement there, and JTEX proving his worth in that division. He's done a 126.62, but Bugatti, the F3 favourite for the title, and he starts his flying lap. And he's heading down to turn 3 now, and he's going to take nice and smoothly. Yeah, very well done there. Oh, he's got the tires on the grass a little bit, but it looks okay.
Oh, empty's gone.
Oh, I've been staying bored with Bugatti for the time being.
Set, that's like 26.
Oh, Bugatti! Oh, it's not a very clean lap, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think you might have bought this. Let's go and get some details up. Yeah, guys, you're going to have to bear with me because I'm still getting used to the new spectator options.
Fit Rouge on the lap.
Yeah, I think Bugatti's abandoned this one. Fit Rouge is not seeing the thingy. I don't see his name.
P9.
Yes, okay. There you go, yeah.
Yeah. He looked very quick in the pre-season last weekend out in Austria. Was it Austria? Yeah, it was Austria, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He looked very quick. He was leading there. Unfortunately, my internet gave way, so I couldn't actually see who won the race. I wasn't too sure, but yeah, he's running in high. He's not even running in hot lap. I'm not sure if that's the same for you, or is it just me?
I can't really tell. I've got all my opinion on it. It just says... No, I can't tell, unfortunately. I'm still getting used to the options.
Yeah, same for me. Yeah, I saw. I looked in the stream. Same. He's running high. He's not running hot lap, so expect the quick lap from Pick Rouge to come in.
So he's currently P9, and he's going to go P6. Yeah, and Bugatti's gone straight into the pit lane, so Yahan returning. Yahan was, I didn't see his name on the list, but he's here. He's on the grid, so yeah, a new addition to the F3 grid. Um, that's obviously not been updated in the forum, unfortunately. I think they only signed up today, I believe. But anyway, he's here. He's on the quick lap, so we're going to go and forward with him.
I
Another
think
PSGL
Johan's a
veteran.
reserve.
Oh, that's very wide
Because I saw something about him wanting to like re-sign up 3 days ago. And they said be a reserve in F3 or something. So it's taking whoever's meant to be in the Williams spot.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Can he survive turns 11 and 12? He's coming up to it now. What is he? Yeah, very cautious there, I'd say. And a lot of people selecting the super soft size of the field. Is that something you'd go for, or would you still say ultra soft would be the tire to go for on the pole lap?
Well, I don't know to be honest, because with ultra softs you qualify them and they'll be the quicker tyre, but after like 3 laps the super will start coming into effect and be the quicker tyre. But it's kind of a mix. I don't know to be honest, because once you pit around lap 6 or 7 for change your ultra softs, you'll gain all that time back from the undercut from what the super soft guys are gaining, possibly even gain more time. So I don't know. It's a tight one, I'd say.
Adventure's the highest super soft runner at the minute on P9. But Bugatti is starting the second run now, and it's halfway through the session now. So, yeah, and he's on over turn 1. Cutting that corner nicely. He's getting down to turn 2. Turn 3 last time, I believe, but it's turn 2. Yeah, he took that nicely as well. Oh, and he's done exactly the same thing again. He got that tyre a little bit on the grass, but it doesn't look like he's lost too much time. But this looks a lot more committed and cleaner.
Bugatti 26.5 first sector, so I imagine that's the quickest one to set the one. Also, if that's just a slow car, again, I've no people. Oh, I think it might be JTEX on the bench. Nah, no problems there.
Oh, he's taking that very nice.
I thought he was gone.
Yeah,
and then the super softs. He's on quicker on a set of slower tyres.
Oh my god, that's an incredible lap from Alice Killer there. He's no slouch, but yeah, what's Bugatti going to do? He comes round the last corner now.
Bet this to the pole. And he's going to run out of ERS. He's run out of ERS. You need to save ERS like that part after a lap. Yeah, he's pole by 10. Oh, nearly 1.5.
So let's find someone else in a quick lap. I think JTEX is going to start the lap soon, so I might go and board a bin.
One boarding onto the podium. He's coming towards the end of his lap.
Okay. Yeah, currently slouching down a P15. We won't want that. But he does pick up some good results here and there. Other people have their own incidents. So what can he do? Currently P15, and he's going to come round to do. It doesn't improve. Maybe it's an invalidation. I'm not sure. But anyway. So I mean, the guy is still. I mean, there's still quite a few people. Well, it's only about 3/10 of a second, isn't there, between in the top 7.
It's gonna be a tight race. Very tight. Look at the gap between 3rd to 6th. Within the same 10th of each other. Maybe not even the same half a 10th of each other. So that is close.
So everyone down from Bugatti to onto the podium is within a second. That's incredible. Piper Drive 120.3.
Pole position.
The veteran returns of a stunning lap, and JTEX now. He's in sector 2. What can he do? Well, that's not a quick lap. That's definitely not a quick lap.
I'm not sure if Alice is going for another lap. He's going very slowly. No, I think he might run out of fuel. Don't know, it's not letting me see his fuel loads.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get someone. I think Alistair's going to be the next one to no, going to the pits.
Jay's
So
on the
Jay's
lap.
yes, just about to start his lap. Well picked up. 6 minutes just gone left in the session.
Looks neat, looks very neat, that does. It was a bit quicker than that Bugatti, to be honest. When Jacob picked this lap up, I reckon this could be maybe a low 20, high 19. Big improvement will have to be that.
Looks a bit
Definitely
clean. Looks a bit cleaner than that he's done, I have to say. But he is
163, that's a quality first set there.
He's come up on some traffic, hopefully they'll get out of the way for him.
Take the free, someone's Pavlovich, I think. Or Pavlovich has crashed, I think. Not sure. Didn't see anything. Not too sure if he was high by himself or. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if that's invalidation. That is very borderline, but it looks like he's carrying on. And that car, if that moves far enough, so he's not going to put. Oh, a bit of a.
Jeez.
Yeah, almost losing it, but saved it. But how much time he's going to lose out of that, we don't know until he crosses the line.
He's going to run out of ERS. This final sector, as I was saying earlier, you need to save the ERS. You're going to run up on the straight. Rude on supers. And Jay's a 19 and he lifted off at the end of his lap.
The 99, Christ, so it was very quick times. And Powell's running out of fuel. What can he do? Cut in P10. And he goes P2. Oh my God! There's some stunning time being put through in this qualifying session tonight. But it's still on 7 by second. Yeah. And Yara went P6. I missed that somewhere. But yeah, still second rating in the top 11. Adventure's actually in P11 in a minute. He's not going to like that as a Ferrari exits the pits.
I think eventually he's happy with that because when we're in parties with him all the time, he said, "Oh, I like going for that P11, starting that ultimate strategy, possibly go the supers and gain them times or gain back the time once them ultra soft tires start to die. If he keeps his nose clean and stays P11, then you wouldn't count out for a top 5 because 10, 11, 12 ball cats on that. I think during the race it depends how many. Hopefully not too many. Ball cats on there.
Bugatti's on another lap, cutting P5, not having it his own way in this qualifying session, but it's early days. And
he's 3 tenths up in his time.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but yeah, good spot. So, that's still not enough to get in pole though. That's cut. Got a bit cut. Yeah, he's not going to go as. Yeah.
Oh, look, he was 6 tenths up on his lap. He's pushing. He's gonna have to get back to. Will he have enough time to get back to the pits? No, he won't. The debate is close. It's very close whether he'll make it back. He might just have enough time.
Yeah, we see some drivers exiting the pits.
Ooh, he's going to crash into the wall there.
But Panga, a previous F3 winner, what can he do driving the McLaren this season?
He looks cautious, shall I say.
Yeah, it doesn't look as quick as some of the other drivers so far. But now, yeah, you can see the top. Well, everyone's on the ultra soft tyres now, with no one in super that I can see.
TNT, do you think Bugatti will go out in time? He's coming right back out now. That was very quick for Force India.
Oh, Panda's got traffic, but no, gets out of the way.
Can't tell if he's out was that his teammate. Ah, it wasn't. Eventually sets the exact same first sector as before, I think. No, he doesn't. He's improving by 2 tenths in fact. And here's super. Oh, 1 tenth in fact, sorry, my bad. Couldn't be enough.
What can we do? There's P6.
Not a bad lap, to be honest. That's good from him. Those Adventures is pushing. He's gonna. That's it. Oh, Adventures! That ain't. Oh, he's gone. Adventures is out. That's a huge crash.
Oh, got it wet.
Thought he saved it. Oh my god, nah, that's surely not allowed from Bugatti.
Oh, J Texas, yeah, he's retired. Such a competitive as his opening qualifying session is. Alex Keller, who was pole a few minutes ago, is now in P8. So yeah, it is very competitive here in the first qualifying session of the season.
I think the guy's gonna run out of time to get to the finish line.
Let's see where he's on track.
Yeah, he's gonna run out.
Yeah, he's not going to make that.
Oh no, I don't think that's allowed. Completely. Surely that's got to be designated second value by now.
He don't think he's on a quick lap. I think he's on his out lap still, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not. He's cutting constantly. That's why. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Bugatti. Hardy's out. Hardy's done. He messed up and that's someone.
Andre Poland went into P11.
Yeah, Parker's come to the end of this lap.
I think
yeah, right. Third. Saber 2-3.
I think Alice Killer is the furthest on track, but still in sector 2.
Chopper's had enough, I think. That's his quality.
Yeah.
Oh, Connor's being blocked by. Oh my gosh! I just went on board onto the podium. He's just gone right underneath Powdy's car.
Hey, J-Tech, the only person into the 119s at the minute. Can anyone beat that time?
I'm gonna go on board with Jarham. That's the other snap. Making valid day. He ran all 4 wheels off track.
That's good. It's gone P2.
Second. Jarham 8th.
Yeah,
notice Grosbeard even set a lap. Not sure if he just got too many invalids or just didn't bother in qualifying. Now you got all invalids on his lap. He was at 20.2 as well. 297. That would have put him third on the grid.
It looks like that's your qualifiers session over, ladies and gentlemen. And J-Tex, who did a pre-season race in F5 last week, has been promoted to F3 and then stuck it on pole. So that's an amazing result from a former F5 driver last season. And brilliant stuff from him. So yeah, what is your impressions of that first qualifying session of the season, Nicole?
I don't know. Sorry, I missed that completely.
What's your impressions of that first qualifying session of the season?
Well, if we have more sessions like that, now I'm sure we'll be in for a fantastic season. So look how close it is. The top 12, top 13 are all separated by about 9/10 of a second. So that is very close. People set laps. Top 15 only separate at 1.2 seconds. And with the laps of Matt, AMD and Grosbeard, if they set one, it would have been the whole grid separated by around that much. So yeah, it's going to be a fantastic season, I think.
Yeah, and should be a fantastic race. We don't know what the weather forecast is. We've only had one wet session in the 3 races this season, this week, but it's definitely going to be dry to start off with.
Ooh. Don't like weather spoilers. I think I'm a bit like you. Don't like the weather's being spoiled for us.
No.
It's their formation lap. Yeah, there's formation lap, isn't there?
Yeah.
They decided to add it this season.
So
is it realistic?
I don't know if the formation lap. I mean, it was a bit weird for me when the first time I had to do it last night. I won Tuesday night as well, to be fair, which I didn't do much of because I had someone ran to the back of me. But it was a bit weird because I haven't done one since the 2016 game, and you just try and warm up your tyres and hope that it does make a difference. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. You haven't really lost anything really. I suppose you can get a little bit of tyre wear. Depends on how the game works. I suppose it was a little bit of tyre wear. in the 2016 game if you weave, but yeah. So, but I think it is an actual thing from what I understand from people more knowledge about this than I know. To be fair, otherwise I don't think PSGL would have added it. But anyway, it adds another dimension for people who actually take it seriously. But you do get people running into the back of each other, missing the breaking points, and whatnot, and you find themselves prematurely on the grid.
So have a look. Everyone's tyres. It's got an interesting one. We got a whole top 10 apart from Vic Rogue, is it? Vic Rogue, I don't know. On the Supers, that's the only one in the top 10. Then 11th, 12th on the Supers, 13th. Adventure's gone for Ultra Softs. Interesting that is. 14th, 15th on the Supers. Mountain 16th on Softs. AMD 17th on Supers and Bromsmith 18th on Softs. Who has, I do believe, going for a split strategy. Very interesting to see.
So as JTech takes up his grid slots, can't really slow the formation lap down because he does get taken. We do take over your car towards the last part of that, but yeah, as most controllers are now on the grid and 18 drivers. I think that's the biggest attention we've seen so far this week. I haven't seen the F4 and F5 grids yet, but anyway, Lickle, I'll hand over the start of the race to you because you'll probably do a better job than I will, but yeah, take this one away for us when the lights go out.
Yeah, like, I think Grosbeck's just pulled into his slot. It's giving me an awful camera angle.
I've got the same. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, here you go. Yeah, that's better.
It's 3, it's 4, it's 5. The lights are out and we are racing here in Australia. It looks like a brilliant start from the Sauber third. It looks like Powdy is going to get past Alice. Oh my god, there's contact already between Powdy and Alice. Now could have easily ended up in disaster. And Vic Rogue has already gained a position up to 4th ahead of Parkway. Powdy feeling needs to go defensive and he's going to go for it. There's going to be contact unless Powdy leaves the room. Good driving from them too. Relatively clean. Force India's gone. That's Adventures down in last place. Again, see anything happen?
No, it looks like a very clean start to me, which is not often anything to say from every grid. But no, it looks like a great start, and JTEX on a superb start to the race. I'll get the details back up because I took them off from the start. But Alice Giller, only 6/10 down from JTEX, so JTEX an amazing start to the race. But Vic Rowe has had an amazing start on those super soft tyres in P4, and he's going to have a great. He's in great position for the race in a minute, and he's challenging Powley as well in P3.
Yeah. No one's actually been that come through turn 11 and 12, which was quite surprising to be honest. You've actually got 18 runners still as we come to the end of the first lap. Don't want to jinx it. Bugatti's past Parkway. Didn't see that. But...
Oh, someone's gone to the pits already. Reese, yeah.
He's got front wing damage.
It's a shame for him. And JTEX obviously the fastest up of the race. He's pulling away from Alice Keller. Alice Keller actually slightly gone closer to him. But I'm just going to Rogue, Bugatti and Powley in close proximity to the line. There's a massive battle for 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th place.
You think Parkway had damage?
It's very hard to tell on these Halo devices.
Actually, helicopter cam can't really tell to be honest.
No.
Looks like front wings intact, just struggling with them.
Yeah. But on to Pony Nuts, it's a great start with Ross 2 position in the lead. But Parkway Drive coming under some pressure from Ryan now, but Ryan's made a mistake and Panda's all over the back of him. Oh, Panda! He's gone. Oh,
his wheel's not off though.
See,
how is he not? How's his will not gone?
Very lucky boy. You see Lewis Milan do that last night in exactly the same car, in exactly the same spot, and he lost his wheel. So how Johan Pan's got away with that, I do not know. But anyway, JTEX. Actually, still in DRS range, so if he stays within that 1 second gap between now and the end of this lap, he will get DRS. So he's doing well here at the minute, but the field's slightly beginning to spread out a little bit.
Without you behind Howdy, you reckon go for a late lunge now, a bit too far back?
Yeah, I mean, you're better. Where's the best overtaking opportunities on this track on such a difficult circuit anyway?
If you want to be risky, I'd say turn 1, but if you don't, then turn 3. Coming out turn 1, really, turn 1 if you want to get that run. Open the DRS, put it into overtake DRS, and try to get that outside, and possibly on the exit of turn 11 and 12, coming into turn 13, 2 main overtaking spots, I'd say. It's quite a hard track to overtake as Albert Park.
I missed that. Rogue has got past Powley. I missed that on stream, and he's in third place on their super soft tyres. That's amazing.
Oh, now Rogue got past him at the start, I think.
I thought it was in P4, but anyway. So yeah, what's the best strategy? And obviously, one stop that you think you can say ultra soft is soft, so you'd say.
At the moment, I'm going to go with super softs. Look at Rogue. He's literally harassing the back of Alice's gearbox, and it's literally catching him. Now, I would say fit Rogue. He's in a very good chance to win this race.
Yeah.
And super soft seems to be a lot better than the ultras at the moment.
Alice kind of dropping out of that crucial 1 second gap. So, Rogue has got a great run here. Can he go around the outside of turn 2? Can he make it stick? No, Alice got a well defended there. And he's giving JTEX a bit of contact and no damage given. But Alice is giving JTEX Oh yeah. Well, I was sticking forward with these guys, isn't it? There's a yellow flag set to 1-2.
Gatti! It's Gatti! Oh no!
Oh dear! A catastrophe is befallen upon the F3 favourite for the championship. Oh dear!
I need to get a bit of bottoms going in the chat.
Yes.
Bolt from the Gatti.
Oh, and it's a three-way battle for P2.
Oh, AMD's in the wall.
Rogue's got past Alice Killer. Rogue got past Alice Killer. I missed that. Oh my god. Oh my god. AMD.
Oh, Alice gone.
Alice gone.
Alice is gone.
Oh, and it's the first victim of turns 11 and 12. Oh dear.
Oh, AMD. By the way, AMD binned it coming into turn 9. Coming out to sorry, got pushed into the grass a little, I think, and lost the wheel and into the wall he went. But therefore, wouldn't count out a safety car in this race, to be honest.
I tell you, the Bugatti dropped it in the same place as I did last night, so it doesn't matter whether you're F6 or F3 or F1, you can even use it anywhere along this track and road. I'd have to say it is my favourite for this race as it stands. But anyway, well, it's a long race to go, and AMD, to add to insult to injury, has got a 5-second stop go penalty.
Have you seen Yaham's DRS? It's on 13% already. I'm not sure if he's realised he needs to turn it down. I think he might have forgot.
Okay, yeah, we see
Oh, he's in the wall!
He's in the wall. No damage. It looks like it, but he's lost a pace to Booster. Yeah. And onto the podium. He lost 2 positions at the start of the race. He's in P7. What's going on?
From the F3 admin. I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw him like absolutely nowhere get mugged by AMD on the straight, and now he stopped to P7. So it proves he's a bit like C Tice in the Renault last night. Keeping his nose clean, just not really wanting to get involved in many battles and see what happens. So good stuff from Connor.
And Panda having a recovery drive. He's in P15 in a minute. Just got past AMD, but the Gatti in last place. He's got past
Yahan down the inside, 10-13.
They're great stuff there. And he's on the Booster onto the podium. They're doing well as well. They're on the super soft tyres. The super soft tyres doing very, very well at this stage.
Yahan pits. His tyres are dead. He's forgot to turn the RS down as well, so it's going to be having big problems in the last stage of this race, I'd say.
I'll tell you what though, little Rogue, I'm apology if you're not pronouncing that right. He's in DRS range of JTEX on the slower tyre. what lap do you expect JTech to come in? 6, 7? Well, in lap 6
I'd
now.
say now, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd say now. You don't really want to get involved in a battle. It's costing too much time. Rogue is the quicker driver. I think it's pretty obvious at the moment. And super softs come into effect. Yeah, he's looking good, Rogue. Definitely. I think he's quicker than Jaketex. I need to think Jaketex is the boxing fit for set softs. So. Yeah, Jay lucky there. He dipped a rear wheel onto the grass, and usually you dip a rear wheel onto the grass, you know they will let him into that wall, but not for him. Nice controlled.
What will JTEX do? Will he pit or will he step? And he's got his wheel on the grass again.
Great question. Will you possibly see team orders at Salbar? Third and fourth, and Parker seems to be the quicker driver, and yeah, Parker pits.
Bit weird to see team orders at the first race of the season. I wouldn't do that if it was my teammate, but anyway. Johan, 3-second time penalty. That's the first 3-second time penalty of the season, and Johan's claimed it. And Rogue has got a great run on JTEX now, trying to go around the outside. Can he make it stick? And he does so. What a great move from
McLaren's in the wall, it's Chopper. Sorry for interrupting, but Chopper's in the wall coming out of turn 1 and 2. I'm assuming he's dipped the wheel on the grass when he exit turn 1 and done a boundary Bottas and into the wall he's gone.
And it looks like he's had his wing chopped off there, but anyway, Parkway Drive coming out in P10 and Powley. So yeah, the top two I've driven away from Powley and Brewster and the rest of them. So yeah, they're the ones to be beaten in a minute, but Rogue, impressive stuff on those super tyres. I think it's got to be a favourite for the race in a minute.
Bugatti setting the fast lap in 16. He's pushing. Therefore, if I was you, I'm not sure if you're counting Bugatti out. I still count on a safety car, so really count him out. I'm mostly going to say that and you'll win it now.
But he's on the soft tyres, and also the more you push it, the more you're going to. The more chance of losing it, like we saw last night. But anyway, he's still in the race, so anything can happen. Points still on the cards for the fourth-wing driver. And JTEC was 2 seconds away from the space of a lap.
He needs to pit. His tyres are dead. Oh, Palovic, Johan, Ross battling. I think Palovic, Ross, and Reese battling, and Ross tried to go for a move on him, and just couldn't get the move done. It was troubled.
All these guys have pitted as well. Everyone from well, now Chopper's pitted. Everyone from Adventures Down has pitted. So there's no other pit stops in this race.
James got another 7 tenths. It's like 9 tenths. He's got a pit. His tyres are dead. He's not even 1.1. He's not even completed half the lap yet. And his tyres are gone. He has to, surely. He's costing himself the race victory here, in my opinion. There was a chance of it. Because Powley's also caught up by him 1.1 seconds. His tyres are dead. He must have been pushing way too hard in the early stints of this race. And it's coming into serious effect now.
Matt is in the back of onto the podium now on the soft tyres. So yeah, he'll keep you on for a decent result here tonight. And onto the podium, catching Dubster as well. So there's going to be a battle for 4th, 5th and 6th place. And JTEX and Powder both pitted. And JTEX,
5 seconds
oh no, that's going to be harsh, yeah.
Powderwich, Reese and Ross still separated by about a second each. I'm just looking forward to this battle for the last position. Yeah. Onto the podium's up to 3rd now. He's attacking Bugstar.
It seems that everyone's ignored your advice. Everyone's gone for a safer strategy, going on soft tyres to the end of the race. But yeah, we shall see. Well, he has, but really, 8.6 second gap, and that's incredible pace. And I don't think they qualified. You can qualify
5th.
Yeah, that's incredible. Anyway, maybe with sandbagging, don't know. The JTEX comes out in P6. So, yeah, and Grovebeard, didn't he start last? He's in P5. Oh, onto the podium.
Oh, no.
Oh, how has he kept out the wall?
Please don't put it in
Oh,
the wall when we try to spin it. Can I just say, Howdy, has he got damaged? I can't tell because he seems to be
this
going very slowly.
these Halo
When
devices. I mean, I wish they could take it take it away visually, if you know what I mean, for the spectators. But anyway, he's catch up on Parkway Drive. His Slava teammate, um, and Parkway Drive.
Colin Pitts,
Yeah, he's going to have to. He's targeted dead now. And Grown Bear are it's so easy to get a 5-second stop go penalty in the pit lane. And Parkway Drive's pitted already, hasn't he? Parkway Drive's on 2 laps. What's he done?
has he got ring damage?
He must do.
Oh, he's got a penalty
Oh,
now. That's the thing. I saw him and Powdy going very slow. Could there have been contact between the two salvers already? He's getting a wing change.
Must have then.
Thought one of the subs had contact.
Oh, Panda will have a great run on podium. No, too far back. I thought he might have going for a move there. But yeah, I mean, actually saying that, Panda did stop those super softs, but he pitted very early as well. So, but yeah, Rowe
That's
out.
not a good start.
When do you think Rowe's gonna is gonna pit?
We just have to check between him and the gap between him and Jake is 24 seconds. Jay needs to push and he needs to get that gap down because I'd say maybe about lap end of it, maybe lap 13. Not sure.
Yeah, he's got a healthy gap between the next
Matt and Bookster, turn 1. Matt's gonna go straight down the inside soft, becoming the better tyre, and nice and easy for Matt. And set the 3, there's a crash. I think it's McLaren. I think there was someone on the gravel. It's McLaren. It's Panda.
Still looks okay though.
Mercedes and Reese has got Roman Palovich, but his ERS is dead. It's on 3.1%, 6%. I don't know. He's used too much ERS. What about Johan's?
I mean, we have seen in PSGL that EOS is. I should have mentioned that again in the broadcast, but EOS is a thing this season. You need to watch out for. I mean, how do you manage it as a course of a 29-lap race?
Well, through slower corners, if I need to save, I'll put it maybe like 1 or 0. Don't know. If I've got a comfortable margin to like the guy ahead of me and the guy behind me, I just wouldn't use it. But if I need to push, I put in hot lap for overtake for the straights and then turn it down for corners so I don't use too much. Yeah, with a wheel it benefits you a lot more than pad. That's the one thing I have to say.
Yeah, for me as a pad user, I feel like I need to not to press all these new settings a little bit on a pad these days. But Reese has got past Palovich. Palovich went very wide.
Road pits. Oh, this may be close. No, it's not. It's going to be no. Is it? I can't tell. No. He's coming out way ahead.
Yeah, and he's on for soft tyres as well. So that is 1.7 second lead. So well, down to 1 second now. JTEX not too far away to make a move. So how is the F3 favourite doing? The guy he's still only in P14. He's done 6 laps on the soft side. He's going to have to stop again, isn't he? So yeah, that's going to push him down back again. He needs a safety car definitely. Only 12 laps into this race, and he's only had 2 retirements, which I thought were, I think it's amazing. Obviously, a little bit of difference in quality between F3 drivers and the rest of the drivers we see for this week. But Matt is now the leader of this race. Well, that's 3 seconds from Booster.
Panda's had another off. I think that's his race done. He's going very slow. Like the cars got problems.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not good for the McLaren drive.
Wall. Ross being passed by Jan. Ross is in the wall. Disastrous at Toro Rosso going very slowly and now gaining speed back. I'm not sure if he's. Yeah, you've got. Oh, I don't like his Halo POV. Yeah, he's definitely got front wing damage. His right front. All gone. Looks a funny pits.
and he gets nowhere. Adventures up to P9. At least one force in the driver having better luck than another. So still yellow flag. It's up to 3. Oh, Ross is out.
Yes. I think he's just doing that.
Yeah. So, on to the podium, another 5 second stop go. He's already done one pit stop. Oh, disaster.
Having a wing change. Might have hit, what's his name? Ross. And lost his wing. Disastrous. His race was looking so strong for him as well. Jay is about 1.5 seconds back and not really gaining.
I'd just say that Rogue, he's got to be the favourite for this race. Maybe a street track specialist, we don't know, but considering he's only qualified in P5, he's had an incredible start to this race. He's only one of the drivers who just can't maybe put a lap together when it counts, but over the course of a race distance, you can just turn it on. And I guess that's up on the race as well. 123.6.
That's very good pace. Very good. Solid pace.
Right. You're almost at
Parkway. Surely. I'm gonna go with Connor if you
yeah, that's what I'm just going to go for. I mean, well, if I'll just, where is it? Can you see his car anywhere?
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah. Halfway stage of the race. Halfway stage of the race nearly, and
inside that side, locking up. Great.
Yeah.
I was to say that he gets forced off.
Halfway stage of the race nearly, and there doesn't seem to be any cloud cover, so it looks like it's going to be a dry race throughout. And Matt still leads by 9 seconds, but he will have to pit again. I mean, he's going to go for a set of super softs, I believe. I imagine.
Oh, going for a shove eventually completely. Maybe a bit of revenge after what has done for him.
Oh, he's got a 3-second time penalty, easily done on that corner. It's so tempting to cut it, but you know if you do, you're going to get a penalty. But yeah, eventually still doing well in P9.
His teammates catch him off the Gatti.
Oh yeah, so the Gatti in points after his disastrous start of the race. So given the retirements, he's brought himself into some points. I don't think there's going to be any team orders between the 14 or drivers. We don't know, but I wouldn't imagine so. Bugatti's done 10 laps on the soft side of his.
You think he can take him to the end?
No, well, I mean, you've got more knowledge than I have, but I wouldn't have thought so. I think how hard he's going to be. He must have been pushing it as well. What's to cover?
In another league, I lost my wing on lap 1, and here in Australia, he almost loses the rear and into Bugatti. Oh Jesus! Yeah, as I was saying, I had to take my softs pretty much a full lap. We raced it in 28 laps and finishing about 78% less. So as a pad shooter, you think? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Tough, very tough.
Oh, adventures. Oh, what's... Oh, no.
Whoa.
Yeah. He cut the corner. Didn't get any penalty, but... yeah, it doesn't look like he's lost any wing, though. But I think it's only come and father fly off, but... I think he's going to have to pit anywhere.
He's front wing down right front.
Oh, no, he's in the gravel. I think it's only a wing fly, but obviously he has. He's got to time right there.
No, I press R1. See front wing damage on the right front.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's another camera option you can press to see if you've got damage.
Oh no, it's only changing between broadcast and TV pod. That's on what I'm getting. But anyway, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can do that sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah, I've had to use broadcast cam this race so far. But anyway, yeah, there's not many battles on track at the minute. The field is a little bit spread out.
Hang on.
Adventures
Jake
Pit.
pitted. What's happened to Jake Tex?
I have no idea, but that's well spotted. He's in P9 and he's gone to a set of super soft tyres.
I imagine 10, 11 and 12 caught him out or something.
Yeah, must have done. So the only real competition that Rogue had, and yeah, he's had to make another pit stop. And I've got some ahead of the cam for the first time this season. I think it's a lot better in this game than it was in the F1 2017. So I'm going to stick on board with this for a while. Well, until it changes, I suppose. But in fact, I'm pretty much bored about it already, to be fair. So, yeah. Rowe now 5.9 seconds behind Matt. So Matt is actually... I mean, Rowe's not catching up as quick as I thought he would be, to be fair. He's still got some strong pace in those soft tyres. 16 laps old. So yeah, he's doing very well.
Yeah.
But he's gonna lose that lead in the pits. I don't know if he's gonna come out. Probably. I don't know, maybe 8 or not. Maybe something like that. Yeah.
Decent for him. My volume's just cut out. There it is. So volume just completely cut out from the engine.
JTEX is right behind Bugatti now.
Definitely contact. I know JTEX from last season is a bit of an aggressive driver.
Very aggressive.
A few dives, and I know Bugatti won't have that. So who knows? Oh, Bugatti's wide. Bugatti's in the
no.
ball. Oh my god. Yep, he's out. Bottle for Bugatti.
Oh no.
VSC. Matt can pit. Matt. Oh no, Matt's missed the pits. Jahan. Williams double stacking.
That's not a bad strategy, to be fair. You might lose too much time in the.
DRS enabled. Go, go, go for the two. Oh, Jahan's gonna be a big loser. We're only just serving him. Quite a short VSC.
I'll tell you what, in the last game though, that would have been about another 10 seconds more if I lost, but it's better in this game. But yeah, retro safety car, it's clouding over a little bit, but there's only 11 laps to go. So yeah, a lot of changes we got out of this race in terms of JTEX is right at the back. Oh, JTEX on the kind of moment there. He's right at the back of Jones here now.
Flying.
Yeah.
But can I just say, Force India having a disastrous race. I heard before the race adventures, it was like, oh, to the guy, oh, possible 1, 2. But no, they're 13th and 14th. Disastrous, complete opposite for them. And he's a minute and 26 second behind the leader. He's a lap down, in fact. Disastrous.
Oh, great. JTEX's got a great run now. Can he make a dive? But no, very cautious, but he gets moved done anyway. I think he's going being generous there. Got a battle now between Grease, Chopper and Yarn. This is about for 8th, 9th and 10th, the last points playing positions really. And we had 10 laps of the race. It's clouded over very dramatically in the last couple of laps. Maybe we might see some rain. It could do.
Do you think that's what Matt's trying to stay out for?
It's a massive gamble.
If it rains, imagine. Jahan.
Chopper was trying to get past Jahan then, but didn't make the move in the end.
Don't know, it looks very cloudy. I'm not sure if it's going to rain.
Yeah.
Don't forget, these softs pretty much last the whole race. If you're on the wheel. I think Matt's on the wheel. So, he pits. What I was saying completely gone out the window. So, that wasn't for me. Yeah, I imagine this will be for a set of supers. Yeah, it is.
So Rogue picks, gets back the lead of the race, and it's going to be about 20 odd seconds, I imagine, when Matt comes out. Matt's playing in second place.
Audi. No, that's come out to Audi. but easily miles quicker. So it's the battle between them two. It's good to see Paladin back up near the front. To be honest, when he was in F1, he was scrapping for them odd points. Didn't really like a pace. I know. Well, I've spoken to him a few times before. Nice enough guy. So good to see him back up there leading the race. I would say big road, sorry. 17.3 second lead. So, oh, Maurice is gone. And nothing, 12. No, that's down on the straight. That's on the straight, I think. Let me go on board onto the podium. He's flashing coming out down the corner.
I can't see his car anywhere yet.
I saw Wilmot on the side of the track there. So, yeah, the numbers starting to come in now. Had a few times in the last few laps.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 18 drivers start this race. We're back at 12, so a quarter of the field, well, a third of the field, shall I say. Adventures 3 seconds time behind. That's not going to help his cause.
look at the gap between Matt and Calvin. That's coming down rapidly.
Well, onto podium has found himself back in the point as well.
Yeah. On the podium, sad for him to be honest. He was having a good race at one stage. I was interested about between Logan and Jay, and it's just gone.
Yeah.
I'm sad now. Rose should have a dream on his face. Yeah, but Matt and Powdy, Matt's just harassing Powdy through what's yet. Flags at the two adventures, you know, I'm just happy. It was. Oh! Adventures in the wall. And that's a force-ended disaster in this one.
Oh dear, it's bad to worse when we're forcing your team. And
Double
he's retired. Double DNF, oh no. What car's Powdy in? Sauer. Yeah. It looks like a Ferrari from the rear.
Well, Matt's got a good run. Let's get to see Matt go down maybe the inside. And here he goes. Adventures AI pulling off, side by side. Good racing through Powdy and Matt, and Matt moved on, I think.
Powdy's slightly off the track, but no dramas.
Well, Matt's... Matt's had to let him go because he had flags. For the Adventures car. I think Matt will come straight back past him. Oh no, Powdy's at the DRS. Disastrous. I certainly to get moved on in that time 1 and 2. Not that we're great with him. Powdy seems to got a better one. The red tree might be gone unless he gets one with the Nike car from. And I think about that. Dunkers in the pits again, and I think it's first set old trees everywhere. Oh, he's having a disaster as well. Unfortunate.
Well, I'm staying forward in this battle for second place. It's only about on track currently. And will Matt try and make a move down here? Yes, he does. It's a great move. On that P2 by 7.5 and he moves up to P2. And Power trying to fight back at all. Probably not on fighting up old soft tyres. But you never know. Just keep some pressure on and Matt might make a mistake. But he's pulling away nicely. You can see a much better drive off there, turn 12. And he's going to try and chase down Rowe for all his worth, but 19 seconds away and just 6 7 up to go. No. Might as well just get the points.
Yeah. Last night he was pushing for no absolute reason. Just had a 20 seconds to exactly go in front of 18 high. He tried to get him 12 flat out, and yeah, it didn't get. So not the greatest for him.
Well, we do have a battle for P10 though. Onto the podium and Panda.
Yeah. Final point playing position.
Yeah.
You reckon about it?
Both done the same amount of laps, but I think Panda might have run out of super soft tyres by the looks of it. using the softs and Polo on the super softs.
Yeah, 16 laps I remember on a set of supers. We were very planned enough. I reckon planned enough now.
Yeah, got DRS, and he's still got 50% of his ERS left as well. What's Poland's got?
Isn't
Oh,
Panda,
Poland's got.
isn't FTR Panda and Panda from F5 last
Yes, it was. Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah.
all these name changes. Well, that's a bit comical coming from me, but we don't want to discuss that. Yeah. The J-Tex though, don't count J-Tex, I'm still catching the front stuff before. Like 3.4 seconds, looking we can catch up.
Well, I made a booster, but I don't think we're going to catch Powder, the P3. So, shame for the pole setter. Must have made a mistake there, and that's why he's done a 2-stop. Powder makes 3-second time penalty.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's kind of settled down a little bit after 24 frantic laps. But Grimsby, fastest lap of the race, so it's a race driver from the harsh driver ever won, 23 flat. He's leading off the team. Yeah. So if we are going to have a new rain, I don't think it is going to rain. It seems to dry up again a little bit. Podium gets the tyres on the grass, and that's Panda going around the outside. Looking to switch back. Yeah, so only battle on tracks left for the battle for the final points. Playing position onto the podium on the super soft tyres versus the McLaren on the soft tyres. Done the same amount of laps. But yeah, onto the podium. He's a great defender onto the podium. He makes his Formula 1 car like a bus sometimes. Very hard to overtake. But yeah, he's doing a great job to get a point in the first race of the season.
Just saying, Jay's taking second up race now.
Oh, we might have to switch battles in a minute then. I'm going to stay on board with this one still for the time being. He could catch Chopper before the end of the race.
Yeah, Chopper's on 17 that hole. So, Chopper not looking the best. But who knows? Could be a collision between these two, who knows? Very good confidence, nice.
Right, then switch to J-Tex now because he's right behind Boobster now. So Boobster. Yeah, okay, I'll stand back for 4 plays. J-Tex going very deep there into penultimate corner. And that's allowed Boobster to stretch his leg a little bit. But we've still got 3 laps to go in this race. Or 4 laps, sorry. Matt not really closed the gap on road at all, so I think he's just setting up his P2 as Booster locks up his tyres there, going on to 10-2.
Ooh, contact between Connor and Panda. I think I'm pretty sure they might see a bit of contact, but maybe it's not.
Oh, Grimsby's got past Chopper. I completely missed that. So yeah, Grimsby in P8.
This is some fight now between Panda and
So 2 battles on track. Fortunately you can only see one of them, but I've got the co-commentator here looking at the other. So J-Tex trying to make a recovery drive here. Started on pole in this race. He's had a bit of an unfortunate incident somewhere, which is missed on stream. He's going for a move, no thinks better of it. But he's trying to salvage it and get a P4 from this race. So the Booster defending quite well at the minute. But he keeps looking up his tyres, so that's not going to help his tyre wear. A top three, as you see on the screen on the left hand side, looks like it's going to be the top three at the end of this race, and it's barring any mistakes. And JTEX now, yes, and gets inside for turn one, and moves up into P4. I don't think Boots is going to be able to fight that back, unfortunately. On the 14 laps old soft tyre, so I'm going back onto the battle now between Podium and Panda. Podium seems to have pulled away with second.
Pulled a big gap from turn 11 and 12 just there.
Yeah.
Took that perfect. Only about half a second. So, good stuff. Do you think? I'm not sure, but seems. Do you think Panda ran out that many times he had to fit a one set of softs?
It's a possibility, yeah. More likely, I think otherwise why wouldn't he put so soft tyres? He picked very early in this race, didn't he? He must have had wind damage in opening laps.
13, I think.
Yeah.
That Renault just looks like a bus, generally.
Yeah. He's a great defender onto the podium. It makes his car look very, very wide. So, we're in a penultimate lap of this race. Look, I'm going to ask for your driver of the day. I mean, I've got one, obvious one. But
yeah, I've got one. I think we've got the same one.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
It's just animation.
There's been some good recovery drives in the field, but I think you can't look past what he's done, to be honest.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, Panda. Oh, that was high mouth on there, Panda.
I think what's saving them onto the podium at the minute is he's getting a lot better drive through turn 11 and 12.
The Panda's got an oversteer coming through the second part, that little right. Oh, I think he's missing the apex a bit too much of that inside the end. Yeah, going wide, that's unsettling his car massively. See, if he took it perfect, he'd be right past podium, I think. And it's, oh, podium's onto the grass in the straight, and that's going to allow Panda to run. But he won't go for this. So they'll both turn through. Oh, losing the rear a little.
Yeah, Podium getting a lot better drive up the corners. Will Panda make a move? Trying to go around the outside.
Switch back.
Yeah, switch back on. Switch back there. It's difficult. It's time penalty as well.
I think that's over for him now.
Yeah. Well,
thought something similar was going to happen between Sexa, onto Podium and Panda, Sexa and Lewis last night. He tried to switch back and then the car had to lose the rear and found the side of him.
We are on the last lap of this opening race of the season here in Melbourne, Australia, and Rowe, who qualified in P5 as a dominant victory, it has to be said. Great pace on early stages of the race on the super soft tyres, and a one-stop strategy is going to be the best strategy in this race, and he's only a few corners away now from the first victory of the F3 Championship. Oh, a little bit of a wobble there.
Oh, please, just don't do a full so. If you do a full so, then no.
I can't do another laughing fit otherwise.
Yeah, I think this is a nice and easy victory for him. Please just he's slowing down, he knows he's winning, he knows he's won. Taking no, things like Frizzo and takes the victory.
And Matt, a great pace on those soft tyres at the beginning of the race, and has put him in P2. I think he's a decent race from Matt VT575, and Powley from an F1 driver last season. Yeah, I'm sure he won't mind a podium in F3. I think he'll be pleased about that. And JTEX, pole man, probably be disappointed with the result, but it's fourth place, nothing to be sniffed at in this league. And Booster and Pavlovic. Yeah, and Jahan will qualify will finish in P7 in this first return to PSGL. And Grosbeer, P8. Only 1.2 seconds in front of Chopper in the end. But Panda,
I will say, the confidence of onto the podium through that 10, 11 and 12 is something else. He's gonna come over in P10, but he took that like flat. I was watching like, wow, extravagant pay confidence from there. Brilliant from him.
Yeah, oh, that was a very interesting and exciting race. So a decent opening to the season there, and we see a Toro Rosso driver on the top step of the podium, along with Sauber and Ferrari. So yeah, decent race that was. I don't think I'll get any of these guys on my friends list, unfortunately. So I think it's going to be a nightmare trying to invite them.
I'll
But there's
suggest. I can get them done if you suggested. It was
yeah, yeah, that'd be great. Yeah,
Howdy, Thick
Rogue,
Rogue, and
Mac 3
Matt.
2005.
I've got two of them on my friends list, I think. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try and get some podium interviews for you.
yeah. There you are. Hopefully I spelled that correct. Rose's name. I'm not some random person. Yeah, I think that's everyone. Yeah, so Rogue won drive for the day play. He won by over 25 seconds in the end, so pretty dominant. Wow. So we'll just wait for most of all the people to join the podium and then get this started. No, Matt has a mic. I know Powdy has a mic, so
Right.
hopefully.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Powley's
there's Powdy.
joined. I need to see if Matt will join us before we start anything. Well, while we wait for Matt, we'll start the interview. But guys, if you just make sure you got your voices allowed to be shared so everyone can hear you. Matt's joined us, so a full podium. Yeah, Matt, I'll just say make sure your voice is on allowed to be shared so everyone can hear you. So yeah, congratulations to the podium guys, and congratulations on the race winner. How do you pronounce your name, mate? Because it's a nightmare for us. So if you can help us out a little bit, mate, that'd be great.
Who, me?
Yes, yeah.
My thick rogue.
Thick Rogue. All right, cool. So
Yes.
congratulations on the victory.
Thank
Awesome
you.
qualifying in P5 on the super soft tyres. Um, what made you go for such an alternative strategy for that race?
Because I knew the ultra softs weren't gonna last until lap nine, at least for me, because by lap nine my tires were dead and I was so slow. So I decided to start on the super softs.
Okay, cool. So was you surprised about how good your pace was compared to the ultra soft runners in front of you?
No, not really. I was expecting me to be quick, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Lico, you got anything to add to that?
Um, yeah, well, mate, congratulations, fantastic drive.
Thank you.
Do you, well, going off this race, do you see yourself as a championship contender? Maybe even the obvious championship winner, or do you
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you're in the challenge?
100%. Why not? I mean, I won the first race. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And but going
um,
into the next two races, which I think Bahrain and China, right?
it's
nah,
China.
it's
China
China. We
Oh, it's
don't do
China.
full calendar. I think it's China, China then Britain, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
China's not my strongest track, so I don't know. We'll see. But going off this race today, I feel very good for the championship ahead.
Well, it's obviously great to have confidence. So we're gonna go on to Matt now, who had a great race, the P2. Start on the super soft, not the super, start on the soft tyres, Matt. I mean, obviously started far low down the grid. Was you expecting to be so high in the early stages of this race, or was you just like gambling on a safety car or something?
Um, I was just hoping to go along into the race, and hopefully there's some cars in midfield that were battling. So I just went as long as I could, and then came out and tried to make up some ground, and luckily came out in third, got past Paulie and pulled out a 6 second gap, and then got the job done.
Yeah. So, any questions from you, Nicole?
Um, I don't know to be honest. I'm trying to think of one, but
Oh, it's all right.
just like to say congratulations on the podium. I can't really think of any questions. Try to think of one for Powdy whilst JP's
Oh,
interviewing, but my
okay.
mind's gone blank.
Okay. Powdy. Obviously, it's a bit different to be in such a lower tier of the PSGL championship, but you must be pleased to get a podium on your first race of the F3 on the F3 championship. I mean, tell us your thoughts about maybe not being in F1 anymore, and what maybe your hopes for the season and what you want to like to achieve for the season.
Well, I'm very happy with the podium anyway, because this is definitely going to be my worst track of the year, so I was happy with that. Had decent pace in the race, but when I when Parkway boxed, he came up behind me. I tried to let him go, and we ended up fucking having contact. So he busted his wing there, and that cost us a good chunk of time. So really, two of us should have been on the podium there. So that's a bit disappointing because kind of messed both our races up there, really, you know.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, very happy to get third. I mean, like I said, this is definitely going to be my worst track of the year. Like, so should have a good run at the title. Trying to win the title, or that should be said. But I mean, like, a couple of lads look very quick there, like so. You know, it should be very tight, I think. And then not being in the higher tier anymore. It's just I didn't feel I had the pace to be up there, to be honest with you. For to be in a league where you know you've got to kind of find your level where you can be competitive and start high up in the grid and score regular points, you know, where it's a real battle in the F1 league trying to get points, you know what I
yeah,
mean? When you're
yeah.
fighting for 10th and 7th and, you know,
Well, yeah, good.
so
I'm sure everyone's pleased to see you back at the top, and no matter what tier it's in. What's your thoughts going into China the next race?
yeah, I like China. I'm on a pad, so China's competitive for the pad. It's one of the stronger tracks for the pad, so I'd hope to get a good result there, to be honest.
Okay,
I feel
cool.
quite comfortable in China compared to here anyway. I mean, I hate Australia. I don't know why we have it on the calendar, but we're done with it anyway, thank God.
And Matt, what's your thoughts about the next race in China?
I know a lot of people hate China, but I personally like the track, and I'm also on pad, so that helps as well.
Okay, and what's your ambitions? Obviously, a great start to the championship. What's your ambitions for the rest of the season?
Haven't really got any goals at the moment. I'm just going to take it race by race and see what happens.
Okay, good. I've run out of questions for really. I mean, unless you've got any questions you want to ask the local.
Um, yeah, to Powdy, yeah, first of all, good to see you back up near the front again. Saw you, remember seeing you a few times in 2016, very competitive, but yeah, uh, I don't really have any questions. I really want to say that, to be fair. And yeah, GG Matt as well.
Yeah, cheers, Lincoln, cheers.
Uh, okay, guys. Well, again, congratulations on your podium for the first race of the season. It's a great race for me and Nico to watch and to commentate. I'm sure it was great for the viewers. And good luck in China. Um, and maybe speak to you guys next week, depending on how the race goes. So yeah, yeah. Thanks for that.
Welcome. Thank you.
Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed that race, and yeah, don't forget to give me a cheeky sub and a cheeky like on the video. That'd be much appreciated. And I'll see you guys same time next week for round two in China.